Six Nations is here. Scotland versus Italy at Murrayfield. A game that in the past would be a formality for Scotland. Not anymore. The rise of Italian rugby of late has been phenomenal. They won this fixture last year in Italy. They'll be looking to grab a scalp on enemy soil this weekend. It's been Scotland's year for the past 4 or 5 years. Can they finally do it? Getting a win first round will go a long way in doing so. Before we get into it, let me know in the comments what you guys think of the teams. Who do you think is taking this game by the scruff of the neck? What's going to be the score? Give me your predictions in the comments. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. And let's get into it. So we'll go over the teams quickly. We've got Piers Schoeman, Dave Cherry and Xander Ferguson up front. Johnny Gray, Grant Gilchrist in the second row. Then Jamie Ritchie, Rory Darge and Matt Ferguson back row. Backs, we've got Ben White and Finn Russell, 9 and 10. Stafford McDowell and Hugh Jones in the centres. And back three of Duan van der Merwe, Darcy Graham and Blair Kinghorn. Bench, Ewan Ashman, Rory Sutherland, Will Hurd, Gregor Brown, Jack Dempsey, George Horn, Tom Jordan and Kyle Rowe. The Italians, we've got Fischetti, Nicotera, Ferrari up front. The locks, we've got Dino Lamb and Rusa. And the back row of Sebastian Negri, Michele Lomaro at captain, and Lorenzo Canon at 8. 9 and 10 of Paige Rello and Garbisi, centres of Minocello and Ignacio Brix. The back three of Montejuane, Ange Caposo, and Tommaso Allen. Bench, we've got Lucchesi, Rizzoli, Riccioni, Canon, Zuliani, Vincent, Garbisi, and Gessi. Apologies for my pronunciations on the Italian boys. Tried my best there. Really, really strong sides throughout. The only, obviously, big missing for Scotland. Big ones missing. Scott Cummins in the row, and then Sione Toipolotu at centre. That's so unfortunate. I'm going to be mentioning it every time I talk about Scotland, but it's very, very unfortunate that one of the most informed players in World Rugby at the moment misses out on the Six Nations this year. Very, very unfortunate. We're going to hit some of the my matchups, and then where I think the games will be won and lost. So my first big matchups for this round or for this game is the battle of the back row. You've got Jamie Ritchie, Rory Darge and Matt Ferguson versus Sebastian Negri, Lomaro and Canon. This is just a battle of the giants, man. Battle of the beasts. I think Italy probably outweighing the back row battle here. Negri, Canon, Lomaro, big units. And if you're looking at Jamie Ritchie, Rory Darge, Matt Ferguson's probably the biggest there. Jamie Ritchie is more of your work rate, getting around the park. Not the biggest bloke, also not the smallest. And then Rory Darge probably matches up with those boys. I'm looking at Rory Darge to really go at Italy's rucks, slow their rucks down, disrupt their ball. He's really, really good at that. And then he'll be matched with that from Lomaro. Both captains of the team and both a very similar style of play. Do all the dirty work, are not for all the flashy stuff. They don't care about any of that. They just want to get in there, get their hands on the ball. And when they do have their hands on the ball, it is very, very hard to get them off that. Definitely will each get a couple turnovers there for sure. And then I'm looking at Matt Ferguson versus Negri in regards to ball carrying. Canon as well, Jamie Ritchie as well, but the big one, Ferguson for Scotland in carrying the ball and Negri for Scotland, and both defensively as well. But carrying the ball, these guys are going to be the ones that get over that vantage line, that set the tone physically with ball in hand, and then defensively get up off the line, smash, making the big hits. They love that stuff, especially Sebastian Negri loves getting involved early on physically, and I think that gets him in the game. And as spectators, we love to watch it. So watch out for those guys in that regard. My next battle is the battle of the 10s and 15s. So you got Finn Russell coming up against Garbisi, and then you've got Blair Kinghorn coming up against Tommaso Allen. All four of these players have been in and around their international squads for the longest time, playing outstanding rugby at the moment for their clubs, respectively. And man, when it comes down to who's going to control the game, who's going to know when to kick, where to kick, when to pass, when to run the ball, when to put up and unders on, when to play the forwards, when to just direct the team around the park, it'll be up to these guys, especially Finn Russell and Galbisi, getting their players on the front foot, calling the shots. And then when you look at the guys at the back, Kinghorn and Tommaso Allen, the same in regards to attack, calling the shots, where the space is, injecting themselves into the back line. And then on defense, being the communication, telling the players where to fill in those gaps, where are we short, come around the corner, get to that side. And then to be the awareness of where to be in receiving kicks, to cover that back three, to call your wingers back or to push them up or to cover space or cover ground to catch those kicks so the ball isn't hitting grass and then rolling out, because both fly-offs in Finn Russell and Galbisi, really well-educated boots and love to find grass, get that ball rolling out and get their team on the front foot with attacking kicks like that. So on the other side of that, you want guys like Blair Kinghorn and Tommaso Allen really covering ground and stopping those attacking kicks. And then my next big matchup is centre stage, the centres. You got Stafford McDouall and Hugh Jones coming up against Tommaso Minocello and Ignacio Brex. Minocello and Brex being the combination of doom for Italy, for Benetton, been outstanding the past 2 years. Minocello got player of the tournament for the Six Nations last year. Can he back that up? Can he bring that energy, that same energy again this year? Brex, they just partner, or they just complement each other so well. It would have been an absolute showdown if Toi Polotu was there to partner Hugh Jones. Not taking anything away from Stafford McDouall, but man, I think I'm giving the upper hand to the Italians in the centre stage at the moment, just because of how well these two gel together. But love to see what Stafford McDouall and Hugh Jones can do together. Hugh Jones runs some of the best lines in world rugby. If Stafford McDouall can just know when to pop those balls up to him or when to use him as a dummy runner, oh man, this could be a very, very exciting battle. Defensively, these two pairs of centres will have to be on song. They'll have lots of traffic running their way. Can they stop that? That'll be the big question. Then, where I think the games will be won or lost. I think firstly, composure. The game is going to be high energy, frantic moves all around the park, potentially high scoring as well. Who keeps their cool? Who can stay calm under all this chaos? Obviously, all the excitement and adrenaline from being the round one of the Six Nations, so much build-up leading to a Scotland losing this fixture last year. Will their nerves be settled? Yes, at Murrayfield, where they love to play, and I love to watch the games just on the TV, the atmosphere there. That would be definitely on my bucket list, to watch a game at Murrayfield. Fans are going to be loving it. Italian fans travel well as well, so the Italians will have a ton of fans there as well. So composure is a big one for me. Defense, another big one for me. Both of these teams can attack. Both have attacking threats all through the park or all through the squad. Both teams can score points. Can they stop the other team from scoring points? I think that'll be very, very important. Staying connected in defense, making those one-on-one tackles, and then how do you react when there is a line break? Can you rush back? Can you scramble? Can you make those defensive efforts, second efforts off the deck as well? And then who's going to slow down attacking rucks. Who's going to get in there, be niggly, slow the ball down, turn over some ball, halt the opposition or the attacking team's momentum, really kill the momentum. And I think that'll go a long way in winning this one. And then lastly, converting opportunities into points. This will probably go through every game that I preview because, man, in these massive games, these Six Nations games where every single game counts, you get small chances to turn opportunities into points. It doesn't come around often. There's minimal entries into the 22. Defenses are out of this world at the moment. Can you turn those opportunities into points? If it's a penalty, can you kick your goals? If you kick to touch deep into the 22, can you get your line out? Can you score those tries? This will be a massive part in going to win this game. It's going to be huge. Can Scotland do it? I'm backing Scotland, the home team here. They'll be hurting from last year's fixture. I'm going Scotland by 8 points. Scotland by 8 at Murrayfield. Can't wait for it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. What's your score prediction? Who's going to be man of the match? Who's going to score the tries? Let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.